Hey there, it's Jared Hamilton with the Hamilton Group at Cherry Creek Mortgage. Welcome to another edition of Java with Jared. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Well, my title was Looking for Support. No, I'm not trying to raise any money or anything like that, but that's what mortgage-backed securities and interest rates are trying to do. They're trying to find some technical levels of support to keep things from getting worse. Now, we've gotten hammered here over the last 3 weeks, and interest rates have gone up almost by about 1/4%. We've seen mortgage-backed securities lose about 200 basis points, and again, that equates to almost 1/4% in interest rates. And if rates have just been getting hammered day after day after day here over the last 3 weeks, they're trying to find support, and hopefully we might have found at least a little bit. Now, this all started back in October. Our last high was around October 26th. And Janet Yellen started because she was testifying before Congress and was hinting that it looked like the Federal Reserve was probably going to take an opportunity maybe to raise interest rates at the December meeting. And that started interest rates getting worse. And that was exacerbated on Friday when we saw the unemployment numbers and the employment report come in stronger than expected. The unemployment rate went from 5.1% down to 5%. And also, there was a lot more new jobs added to the market than the market was expecting. Expectations were for about 180,000 jobs to be added to the economy, and actually 270,000 jobs were added. So almost 100,000 more jobs added than what was previously expected, also with some upward revisions. And so that just continued to cause interest rates to get worse. Now, over the last couple of days, we have seen maybe some stability here. We had a pretty very light week, actually, for economic data, except for today. We did see some numbers come in because this week, though, we had the Veterans holiday, and so it was a fairly quiet week. But today we did see retail sales come in weaker than expected, and we also saw the Producer Price Index come in weaker than expected. Producer Price Index measures inflation at the wholesale level, and that showed only expectations were for an increase of 0.1%. It came in showing a decrease of 0.4%, so an actual 0.4 decline. And core was stripping out the volatile food and energy component, and that showed a 0.3% decrease when expectations were for a 0.1 increase. Now, again, that employment number did show, too, some wage-based inflation that was maybe creeping into the market. It showed that average hourly earnings were up 2.5%. So that also caused some concern. Now with this PPI, that hopefully is maybe negating a little bit of the inflation concerns. But again, wage-based inflation is actually very good for the economy. That's what the Federal Reserve really wants to see. And so with some of that wage-based inflation, that could give, again, further the ammunition that the Federal Reserve would like in order to increase credit, because they really do want to increase credit to get some more bullets back into the gun in case they have to fight inflation in the future. And so, actually when things decline, they can actually lower again because we're at such a low level for the Fed funds and discount rate. Today, or actually yesterday, we did see that Vice Chairman Fisher did say that it might be time, or may be time, for the Federal Reserve to increase credit at the December meeting. Right now, futures are showing that the market believes that there's almost a 70% chance of the Federal Reserve raising interest rates, Fed funds and discount rate, by a little bit, by 0.25%, in the December meeting. Just 3 weeks ago, right before the last meeting, it was only at about a 39% chance that the Federal Reserve. So there's been a big change of expectations, and we'll keep you informed with what's going on. But right now, again, rates are still great. They're in the low 4s. They're just not as low as they once were here just 3 weeks ago. And we'll let you know what the market will continue to do and leading up to this Federal Reserve meeting. So that's what's going on with interest rates. Thanks for joining me with Java with Jared. I hope you guys have a very wonderful weekend. If there's anything that we can do, please give us a call. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.